country English book to read today from Bertie, that story into Mermaid 34. The chapter, today was 34, chapter 4, and the end of reading the Bertie Fetch story, okay? And now one more time story after reading about the Bertie. Pen story. Chapter 2 and the end of reading. Chapter 3, okay? Now, are you ready to read these 2 books and 2 stories? Here we go. First, you can read the Bertie Pen story. Chapter 2. Bertie sat in gloomy silence as Coach drove back to school. Darren pushed a bag up the crust up under her nose. Want what? Bertie shook his head. Are you ill? Said Darren. Shh, said Bertie. I'm trying to think. What about? Darren munched his crisps noisily. Bertie thought, I'll tell you. You've got to promise you won't breathe a word. Darren leaned closer. Okay. Bertie looked around to check that no one to hear her. And he dropped his voice to a whisper. I'll bet Nick. I could bet him back to coach after swimming. And, said Darren, and I lost a bet. Now, I've got to come to school tomorrow in my pants. Ew. Darren giggled and died. In your pants? Shut up, said Bertie. No, but seriously, giggled Darren. In your pants? Keep your voice down, please, Bertie. I couldn't help. That's so funny, tried Darren. Ewan looked around from the seat front. What's so funny? Bertie going to come to school in her pants, said Darren, for a bet. And Ewan looked at Bertie. You're not? No, said Bertie, turning for him, and he was starting to wish he ever wanted. But in your pants? Stop saying, said Bertie. You are meant to be my friends. You are meant to be help me. Darren clenched another crisp. It's not our fault, said Darren, and you made a bet. What can we do? Bertie thought about it. I don't know, he said. Do it with me. What? Said Darren. Come to school in your pants, said Bertie deliberately. We all do it together. It will be brilliant. Why don't we? Darren and Ewan stared at him. You've got to be kidding. Ewan stared at him. You've got to be kidding, said Darren. No way everyone going to see my pants. Ewan, pulled Bertie. You will do it, won't you? Ewan shook his head. Sorry, Bertie. I don't think my mom would let me. Bertie slumped back to a seat, stared out the window nervously. So much of friends, like his one, back at class. And Bertie racked her brains, and what was going to do? Why let Nick treat him in a stupid bet? It was going to crib it twofold as try to chip it, probably wearing his half clothes for the race. Ew, look at that. Bertie was just wearing a pants. It was not good for that. But his friends was not going to help Bertie because, I don't know. But his friends was not help Bertie, so it will be very, very embarrassing, right? And in any class, there was no going to back now. I bet and had shaking on was nothing his princess did embarrassing about. And people will be laughing at him like in the billionaires note as if to sing some way. Birling, the bell sounded for a break. Bertie told it down the playground lost and died. There it is. Bertie turned and see Angela nicely, two of her little friends. Angela lived next door to Bertie. She was 6 years old and had been in love with Bertie, even he signs and had give, and sure be a lemon to stop her talking. What do you want? Laughed Bertie. We want to ask you something, giggled Angela. Not now, said Bertie. I'm busy. It was took faster, but Angela gave it him. What's color day? Bertie, she screamed. Said Bertie. White or pink? Giggled Lara. Filler spotty, said Eamon. Bertie sunglasses faced them. What are you talking about? Your pants, equaled Angela. Nick Knockless told us you're coming to school in your pants tomorrow. The girls burst French of giggles, and Bertie turned it a bit shade of pink. I'm not, he saddened. Yes, you are, said Angela. Everybody says so. Listen, it's rubbish. I'm not, said Bertie disapprovingly, and Angela got closer to him. Smiling, sweetie, I'm going to bring my camera, Bertie, she trilled. I'm going to take a picture of you and your... Bertie didn't wait to hear anymore. They turned and fit. And they hid in a courtroom. Till was sure they'd gone, and the words that they even ever meet. During anyone now the news of an whole school, you should get kiss at the big mouth. Nick would tell everyone. And tomorrow will be waiting for him, whispered and swinging. It was just good saying that way down. And there was Cole himself with the master club of blows, training pants, but there will be time mind a blacking note to use, and whistle was the woman that could be careful in the whole hide. And now, chapter 3 right now, the Murphy Spirit of 40s, chapter 3, and the end of chapter 4, okay? And now, one more time, story after reading about it. Some Dirty Bertie. Fetch story. Chapter 4. Whiffer Walkers. Woof woof. Whiffer flew out of the kitchen and pinning up the birdie in the wall. And it was side of take on the walkless, and there was dried meat, a prick and meat squirrels. Good boy, said Bertie, clapping on his lip. Tiny, coming too. Whiffer growled and shook his teeth. Grrr, nothing many a little monger. Bertie off in front of the door, and Whiffer took up jeering down and path. Tiny rebel along behind, biffing up and whining. It was great, liked Bertie. And me and my ducks, all friends together. And the park was full of people walking with their dogs, and their tall walks, and the yappy tails, and the fluffy poodles, but there was no one else had dog like Tiny, and other children pooping like Bertie nervously. Wow, is yours? Said the little curly-haired girl. Yes, said Bertie. It's cool, Tiny. What did it say, man, dance? And Bertie made a tiny furfur, and everyone was up to tricks, and the grizzle both coughing, and Whiffer took away. Bored like catching like my ball, asked a little girl. He could catch anything, said Bertie. It took a rubbish ball and sent the ball bouncing across the grass. Fetch, Tiny! Click, click, while Tiny set off. But Whiffer had seen the ball too. The blower spent over, took up the robots. And seconds later, it was taken out of Bertie's feet and wiggled his tail. No, said Bertie. And Whiffer stayed. Let Tony get this one. Bertie threw the ball as far as he could. Whiffer forget about stay. He much better at fetch, and instead of racing past Tiny could get first, ball bounced the doors in the pond. Doing look, Tiny, now come back, yelled Bertie. Because Tiny is a robot, and when Tiny is inside the water, it will be broken. Splash, while beep beep, blub blub blub, and the bubbles will surface. Tiny, called Bertie. Tiny, silence. You can't fly, said a little girl. And then Bertie stared, and a moment later, Whiffer, alive at the heart and 4 legs, and fled him for the grass. It was muddy, dripping at where it clutched at the wall. And it was of glasses and broken exactly. Woof, woof. Now, get off, giggled Bertie, and Whiffer licked his face. And he got rough. And Whiffer swore, good boy, he said. Tell you what, let's see if there are any squirrels. Woof. Whiffer took his fiery bloat of Latin, and Bertie can catch up. Tiny had been okay for the robot, but it really wasn't any good of old Whiffer. And now the end of reading the fetch story. And now, did it happen? Yours children will come back with some better books, and yours combined book channel will go by too. And so we'll be kind of Dirty Bertie Pan story. See tomorrow on Dirty Bertie. That story will be bye for now. And tomorrow we see the royal story. Okay? Royal story, and now 2 book and 2 story will be bye for today, and see you tomorrow, okay? And now don't forget to download my YouTube and bye, my friends.